wait a little bit, a few days in the bullpen. How hard was it just anticipating getting that chance, and what was going through your mind when you walked out there?
It was just like when I walked out there, it's just another game to go out there and do what I do. And just anticipation out there is it was different because I've been a starter in the past, and being in the bullpen, it was different. But I kind of learned from the guys and just went about my business and got stretched out when I needed to and kind of stayed ready to go.
LJ, you seem pretty even keeled. You don't seem to get too high or too low. I mean, how does that help you as a pitcher? Like Scott was talking about how when he talked to you that you were pretty just kind of matter of fact. You didn't like go crazy or anything like that.
Anybody else?
Can you hear me, Ryan?
Ryan asked a question. Could you not hear that?
No.
Hold on.
He's still trying. Brian, you want me to ask it?
No, can you hear me now? Hello, Bueller.
Yeah. He's hearing you.
Go ahead and ask it, Greg.
I believe, if I can remember the question, Ryan was asking you've Scott Service has described you as pretty even keeled, dealing with things. How much does that help you when you go out in a situation like this?
It helps it a lot. It's kind of just I've done it throughout all my career, just kind of going out doing my same thing I do every day and kind of just stay composed and just keep it simple.
Is that just your nature?
Yes.
LJ, Scott kind of described what the call was like when the Mariners told you you'd be coming up. Can you kind of recap that for us as well?
Yeah, he called me at like 10:30 in the morning. I answered it, and at first I didn't have his number, so I answered it, and I was like, "Hello," and he told me the news, and I was like, "Sweet, I'm ready." And then he asked me if I was excited, and I said yes.
What's the first thing you did after you found out?
I called my parents.
And what did they say? What was their reaction?
They're all happy, excited. They went all going crazy.
You had a chance, I think it was 2 years ago, to come to camp early, pretty young in your career. How much did that help set you up for where you're at now?
At that point, I was still trying to learn like routines of how I wanted to go about my everyday. So I was talking to some of the veteran guys and just kind of observing, see how they went through their everyday and to kind of grab a routine that best fitted for me. And I kind of found one there and I worked on it and kind of improvise it every now and then. But it was really good for the experience and stuff like that.
LJ, in your journey to the big leagues, who's been most instrumental in helping you get there as far as your pitching goes?
Ever since I was younger, I had my brother. He always threw with me. He was older than me, so I played with him when he went through college, and it was just back home, Maryland, it gets cold in the winter, so it was rain, snow, sun outside. We were always playing catch, so he always kept me going, and it was always like a competition for me and him of who could throw harder and things like that.
You're known as the guy as a strike thrower. I know you throw all your pitches in the zone. What do you consider your best pitch?
My best pitch? I would say it depends on the count. I can use all my pitches effectively, kind of depends on the hitter and the strategy going behind it.
Make your debut against the Dodgers. I mean, that's a pretty good lineup. You're facing Mookie Betts and Justin Turner, these kind of guys. I mean, have you stepped back and kind of, realized, how cool that was and what that was like?
That was really, really cool to look back at it. But when I was out on the mound, it's that competitiveness that I'm just going right after them with my best stuff, and I'm trying to get them out. And yeah.
What did Scott say to you afterwards?
He said congratulations, and after the first inning, just keep it going and do what I do.
What's it been like in Tacoma working there? How fresh, how sharp were you able to stay? And I mean, it's a weird season right now. How you feel?
I feel good. Down Tacoma, I was on the 6-day rotation. So I had my routine of every day going in, getting my work. I had my bullpens. And then I had the games, which was pretty close to game-like. So that was fun, and pitching against my teammates. And that was fun to throw against them and kind of hear their feedback of how they were approaching me and things like that.
Was it what you would expect it to be, LJ, getting out there the first time?
Yes, it was amazing, and I can't even explain in words how great it was, and it was fun.
With no fans, I mean, that's a weird element to it. How'd you look at all that?
You know, I really didn't even pay no attention to it. It was just me and the batter, and just went after it.